The Christian identity is the only identity in which your identity is received, not achieved. Every human being desperately needs assurance that they are received, that they're loved, that they're accepted. And we desperately need that assurance of love and of value, regardless of the ups and downs of our performance. Every other culture, traditional, modern, every other century, every other religion, basically gives you an identity, traditional or modern, based on your performance. You're either living up to what your parents say or to what the community says, or you're being honorable and dying in battle for the glory of your people. Or you're figuring out what your little inner star is, and then you're trying to live according to that. And your dream is to do this, and your dream is to do that. I'm trying to realize it. Tremendous pressure. And your self-worth goes up and down all the time depending on how well you're doing. Only Christianity says no. Yeah, or put it this way, Christianity says, yeah. The good has to be achieved, but you can't do it. The good, there is a transcendent, there's a sacred order. And it must be achieved, it must be honored, but you can't do it. Because if you try to do it, you'll always be insecure, radically insecure. And if you're radically insecure, of course, all the time you have all these other problems. You basically, modern identities, traditional identities, all to some degree are fragile, to some degree. All of them are certainly crushing. But Christianity, it's unique. 2 Corinthians 5:21, God made him sin who knew no sin, that we might become the righteousness of God in him. What's that saying? First of all, it says, God made Jesus Christ sin. Didn't mean he made him sinful. It means on the cross, he treated him as if he'd done every single thing that we'd done. On the cross, he was treated as sin. He was made sin. He was treated as sinful. Well, what does that mean? When I become a Christian, when I stop basing my identity in my moral performance, modern or traditional, and I say, Father, accept me because of what your Son, Jesus Christ, has done. Accept me not because of what I have done or what I can do or what I ever will do, but because of what Jesus Christ has done. At that moment, what's 2 Corinthians 5:21 say? It says, God made him sin. He treated Jesus as if he'd done everything I did so that I might become the righteousness of God in him. What's that mean? The minute I believe in Jesus Christ, eventually I hope I will become a better and better person. I will be. I think I will be. But the very moment I become the righteousness of God in him, what's that mean? Well, Jesus didn't become sinful. He was treated as sinful. It means I don't become immediately righteous. It means now God treats me as if I'd done everything Jesus has done. And that's why that incredible line in John 17, and by the way, I engineered things so that the very last 2 or 3 sermons I was ever preaching here regularly for you as your senior pastor was in John 17, is where Jesus Christ says, I want the world to know that you love them, my disciples, even as you love me. Even as. Not kind of like. Father, I want the world to know that you love them kind of like you love me. No. Even as. Here's what it means. It means that God now is your decisive validator. Not your family. Not the community, not the Guild of Warriors, certainly not you yourself. And the only eyes in the universe whose opinion counts looks at you in Jesus Christ and finds you more valuable than all the jewels that lie beneath the earth.